What's up, guys? Darkdally here for episode 3 of Let's Build a Castle. Now, it doesn't look like from this angle I've made much progress since episode 2, but I have, and there's a lot more tips and tricks I can give you along the way. First, I want to say the reason I'm not filming this live, like a lot of people do with their Let's Builds, is because it's honestly just really boring watching me build. Sometimes I spend an hour or so trying to get a wall in place, as I mentioned before. Now, of course, you guys are experienced with building. That doesn't mean I sit there for an hour twiddling a wall around until it fits. That means taking stuff apart and putting stuff back together in different orders until it works. And sometimes that takes a minute. It's not fun to watch. So here's what I've done since episode 2, what I plan to do, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And a lot of this is about aesthetics. In the first episode, or it was the second episode, I believe, I whichever, I had this tower here, and then in the last episode, or since the last episode, I've built this tower here. I'm looking for a certain look here. I want this building to look good from all angles. I need something over here, not quite as high as that, to accentuate the angle the building is built at. Now, speaking of the angle the building is built at, let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, I covered this in episode 2. I'll go ahead and go over this again real quick. This building's built at 2 different angles, and they meet right here. Yeah, if you saw the last episode, and I'll provide a link for it, actually, down in the description or on the screen. This right here actually looks substantially better than it did last time, and this is where they meet. This building is at this angle, and this one's at this angle. They meet at about a 20-25 degree angle right here. Let me show you real quick why. When I started building this building, I built it off of a foundation I built right here. Now, originally on Spectacle Island, there's a small little shack right here. Well, as I'm sure you know, there is a small amount of leeway into which you can clip through pre-existing structures. Well, it allowed me to put a foundation almost directly over this little shack right here. And that's what I built the first part of the building over. I built the second part of the building over this foundation. Now, as you know, I'm sure, you cannot build a foundation or anything in the water. The way I got that out there was I built a little dock off of, I think off of right here actually. I built a little dock out there, and then by linking tiles, I was able to get that platform out there. So if you were wondering, that's how that foundation got out there. I built a dock out there and then deleted it. A lot of the things I do by building are by building shit and then to get to where I want to go and then deleting the crap that got it there, you know what I mean? So, anyhow, in doing that, these platforms were built apart from one another. You know, I built this one and then I built this one linked off of something from over here. And so they kind of came off camber. They kind of were angled away from each other. You know what? Hey, I think it works good because it opens this building up. It kind of creates like a curved outer surface to it. And I dealt with it. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I can work with this. So anyway, I did. So let's pick up back where we left off. What I've done since the last episode, well, a lot of stuff. I cleaned up this balcony here. Oh my gosh, there we go. I cleaned up this balcony here. It's nice and tidy now. And actually, while I'm out here, last video I commented on how some of this stuff goes together. Like the fact that this floor is actually pushed up under that wall. Here, I'll show you right here. If I pick up this floor and slowly pull it away from the building, see how far that floor clips through that wall? It won't go back there. See, it'll snap there. It'll snap right there, but I can't get to snap back under the wall where it was. The reason for that, and I found this through this last couple of hours of building today, the walls are more forgiving than the floors. If you need a situation like this, where a wall is built into a floor, and like up here, where the wall is built into the ceiling, let me highlight this here, you can see this ceiling cuts pretty decently into that wall. The walls fit better than the floors, so when you need to do something like that, always build the floors first and then the walls. Let's go over to walls here. These concrete walls can snap into a lot of places where the floors simply will not. these little half walls snap in a lot of tricky places that a wooden wall wouldn't. Yeah, like that. There's no way a wood wall would snap over a rug like that. And these little guys here, these little eighth walls, they snap at even weirder places. I'll show you a couple examples. On the top floor, I have this wall meeting this wall, and you can't see a gap there. The reason you can't see a gap there is because on the far side of this, I have one of those little tiny eighth walls snapped in that hides the light coming through. But the concrete walls in general will simply snap places that the other walls won't, and I'll show you an example of that. Let's grab one of these curved walls. Alright, watch this shit right here. This blows my mind. Yep, that wall snaps there, as you can clearly see. Why? Dude, I don't know, but it's cool. They can snap in some unexpected ways and allow you to cover some gaps, fix some angles, like this angle here. See, this is right here. This is right where these buildings meet at that weird angle, and I got it completely snapped and walled off by simply twirling with these walls for a minute. And speaking of which, do you remember from episode 2 where I had that super fucked up section of floor that had like 3 levels of floor at 3 different angles overlapping and it looked like a mess? You see, this is the mess right here. Now, this was much more of a mess, but I have all these multiple levels of flooring. Now, yeah, that's what we're looking at here. This is that section. I fixed it. It's just a matter of fiddling with the shit for a little bit and snapping, unsnapping, building, unbuilding, rebuilding. You know how it goes. So, where that super messed up section of floor was, we now have a beautiful long balcony right here. And I'm kind of out of the trouble spot because I'm pretty much built up to this section right here where the building hinges. Once I'm out here in this section of the building, it's going to be easy. This is my big open area workshop. Easy to navigate, easy to work in. All my power armor's here, all my workbenches are here. And once I get out here, aside from moving all this crap out of the way, like my 20 some odd sets of power armor, once I get all this stuff moved out, this will be super easy to rebuild in concrete because I'm past the angle. Everything here is snapped together like it should be. Let's see, what else did I want to go over here? I think I've gone over everything I wanted to go over. This is episode 3 of Let's Build a Castle. My massive remodel of this ancient building. Well, ancient. I built this building a couple months ago, and I'm now remodeling it all up to Wasteland Workshop level. Not just the walls, new furnishings, neon lights, absolutely everything. This will all be included in the series. I take a video. I've been taking a video every day. I can't promise I will continue to do so, but so far there's been a video every day. Every significant level of upgrade, I will upload a new video. Tell me what you guys think. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe. I'm always uploading new stuff, and I will catch you guys later. I am Darkdally. Have a nice day.